Good evening, everyone. Uh, Today I will be speaking on nerves around hip joint. These are my declarations. Now, if you are planning a regional anesthesia block for the either for the anesthesia or the post-operative analgesia, you should know the dermatomes, myotomes, and osteotomes of that particular surgery. So, what are the relevant dermatomes, myotomes, and osteotome relevant for a hip surgery? Now, coming to the dermatomes, the innervation of the skin of around the hip joint is in the anterior aspect, in the anterolateral aspect, starting from the greater trochanter to the knee joint. It is from the lateral femoral cutaneous. Above the greater trochanter, it is by the lateral femoral cutaneous branch of the subcostal nerve. Basically, maximum hip surgery are usually done either by a anterolateral incision or a posterolateral incision. So the most common nerve which are of relevance to us are the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve if your incision is till to the greater trochanter, if your incision is above the greater trochanter in the anterolateral aspect, it is by the subcostal nerve. So these are the two nerves which are more relevant. Now coming to the posterior aspect, it is by the lateral cutaneous branch of the iliohypogastric nerve in the lateral posterior lateral aspect, and coming more medially in the posterior aspect is by the superior cluneal nerves and the middle cluneal nerves. And usually low down is the posterior femoral cutaneous nerve, but usually no incision goes so below, so it is not of much of the relevance. So these are the five nerves which are more important regarding the dermatomal aspect. It is the lateral femoral cutaneous, the subcostal, the iliohypogastric, the superior cluneal, and the medial cluneal nerves. So depending upon the incision which your surgeon is using, either it's the common incisions which are the posterolateral incision is the most common incision which is done for a hip surgery by maximum surgeon. Second is the anterolateral, and anterior incisions are not so much relevant for a hip surgery, but there are some surgeons or in some surgery you might require an anterior incision. Then along with the you have to block the genital femoral and the intermediate femoral cutaneous nerve if your surgeon goes for an anterior incision. Otherwise, maximum incision are posterolateral and anterolateral. Now, coming to the myotomes which are relevant, I am mainly talking about the myotomes which are more relevant in context of a posterior lateral incision. That is, the innervation of muscles around the hip joint if your surgeon is doing a posterolateral incision and posterolateral approach for a hip surgery is the gluteal maximus muscle, which is supplied by the inferior gluteal nerve, the obturator internus muscle, which is by the nerve to obturator internus, the gemellus superior muscle, which is by the nerve to obturator internus, the gemellus superior inferior muscle by nerve to quadratus femoris, and the piriformis muscle from the branch from the spinal nerve S1 and S2. So these are the relevant myotome supply of hip surgery if your surgeon uses a posterolateral approach for a hip surgery. Now, coming to the osteotomes. The osteotomes are mainly the hip joint. The hip joint is a ball and socket joint where the femoral head articulates with the acetabulum. And so, where are the nociceptors relevant present in the hip joint? So, the bony are mainly the acetabulum, the femoral head, the femoral neck, and the greater trochanter. And if you go inside the hip joint, it's by the it's in the cartilage, the labrum, the hip capsule, and the ligamentum teres. So these are the nociceptors which are relevant for a hip surgery. So now, coming to the Hilton's law, the Hilton's law states that the joints in the body are innervated by nerves supplying muscles across that joint, where after the most distal motor point is given of the muscle, the remaining nerve fibers are purely sensory. So, Now, what is the hip joint innervation? The hip joint innervation is by the articular branches of femoral nerve, the obturator nerve, the accessory obturator nerve, the sciatic, the superior gluteal, the inferior gluteal, and nerve to quadratus femoris. This is a very good review article where they have reviewed almost all the studies which have done either a cadaveric or clinical study regarding the nerves which are supplying the hip joint, and the maximum most major supply is from the femoral and the obturator nerve in maximum studies. In some 50% of studies, they found out the accessory obturator nerve, and then is the nerve to quadratus femoris, and then is the superior gluteal. The contribution from sciatic and inferior gluteal nerve is slightly less in maximum studies. So, coming to the anterior innervation of a hip joint capsule, if you divide the quadrants either into a superior and lateral and medial compartment, that is superior and inferior, the anterolateral, both superior and inferior quadrant is by the femoral nerve, and the medial quadrant is from the obturator and the accessory obturator nerve. So the articular branches of femoral, obturator, and the accessory obturator usually gives an innervation of the anterior hip joint capsule. And what is the frequency? You have 100% contribution from the femoral nerve and the obturator nerve, and 100% contribution from the femoral and obturator, and 50% contribution from the accessory obturator nerve. In the femoral nerve, 50% is contribution from the high articular branches, and the high and low combined, they give around 38% innervation. And in obturator, it is equally almost divided between the high, low, and high and low branches. Now, the femoral nerve has two branches, the high femoral branches and the low femoral branches. And the obturator nerve, uh, uh, they have a high branch which arises directly from the obturator canal, that is from the common obturator nerve, and low branches, they may arise either from the anterior or posterior division. And the high and low branches, they have got almost equal contribution to the anterior hip joint capsule. So to summarize, the if you divide the anterior hip joint capsule into superior medial and superior lateral quadrant and inferior medial and inferior lateral quadrant, both the anterolateral aspect, that is both the superior medial and the uh, both the superior medial and the superior lateral quadrant, it is supplied by the femoral nerve. So femoral nerve has contribution everywhere, but if you see the contribution of the obturator, it is mainly in the superior and superior inferior medial quadrant, and the accessory obturator nerve, it only supplies the medial quadrant, both superior and obturator nerve. And what are the relevant landmarks where these articular branches run? This is more important if you are doing your blocks for the in a chronic hip pain, and the blocks which has been recently innovated with Dr. Amjad will be talking about after my presentation. So what are the relevant landmarks? The iliopubic eminence is the important landmark, with iliopubic eminence and anterior superior iliac spine is the relevant landmark for the high articular branches of the femoral nerve, and it was found in almost 92% of specimen. The obturator nerve high and low branches, the inferior medial acetabulum, that is the teardrop, that is the radiological teardrop, is the important landmark where you will find these articular branches. And the accessory obturator nerve, the landmark is the same as the femoral, that is the iliopubic eminence. So where are the nociceptors present in the anterior capsule? The anterior hip capsule, the nociceptors are present almost throughout the anterior hip capsule, but the maximum concentration of the nociceptors is in the superior central part of the anterior hip capsule. Now coming to the posterior innervation of the hip joint capsule, it is from the sciatic, superior gluteal, and the nerve to quadratus femoris and inferior gluteal nerve. The superior aspect is supplied by the superior gluteal and the sciatic nerve, and the inferior part A maximum contribution is from the nerve to quadratus femoris. Now coming to the innervation, to summarize, the sciatic and the superior gluteal nerve, they mainly supply the superior medial part of the posterior hip capsule, and the nerve to quadratus femoris, it mainly supplies the inferior aspect of the posterior hip capsule. The contribution of the inferior gluteal nerve, as it was shown in study, is, if it is present, it's mainly in the inferior lateral part of the posterior hip capsule. So, but this is a very good study, cadaveric study, which was published in February 2021. The nerve to quadratus femoris reliably innervates the posterior hip capsule. Both the sciatic and superior gluteal nerve have small articular branches, but it is not commonly present. So for the posterior hip capsule, the nerve to quadratus femoris is the most important nerve. But the posterior hip capsule doesn't have nociceptors, so they don't contribute to pain following a hip surgery. Now coming to the rest of the structures, we have covered the innervations of the capsule. Now innervation of ligamentum teres, which has also got nociceptors mainly in the central part of the ligamentum teres, that is from the obturator nerve and nerve to quadratus femoris. Innervation of hip labrum. The hip labrum is another portion where nociceptors are present, which contribute to the pain following a hip surgery. If you divide the hip labrum is divided into posterior superior, anterior superior, posterior inferior, and anterior inferior compartment. The innervation is mainly from the nerve to quadratus femoris and obturator nerve. And if you see the nociceptors, the maximum nociceptors in the acetabular labrum and the cartilage are present in the superior aspect, both superior posterior and superior inferior aspect, superior anterior aspect. The maximum concentration of nociceptors are present. So the clinical pearl is the anterior capsule primarily supplied by the femoral and obturator nerve, and the superior labrum and the ligamentum teres primarily supplied by the nerve to quadratus femoris and obturator nerve, appears to be the primary pain generators of hip joint, given their high density of nociceptors and mechanoreceptors. So you have to plan which block to give so that you don't have pain. These are the place where the nociceptors are maximum present. So you have to plan your block accordingly so that your patient doesn't have pain, osteotomal pain following any hip joint surgery. Now, innervation of acetabulum, it is from the articular branch of obturator nerve, the femoral nerve, and the tibial component of the sciatic nerve. The head, neck, and the proximal shaft of femur, it is the innervation is from the articular branch of obturator nerve, the femoral nerve, and the tibial component of the sciatic nerve. The greater trochanter is innervated from the branch of femoral nerve. So, so to brief, you have to plan your block accordingly. I have already described. Thank you very much.